I think these attacks are because of three factors. Number one, of course, is the growing strength of the militant groups in Bangladesh. Unfortunately, since mid-1990s and particularly in recent years, possibly in last decade or so, we have seen the growing strength of the militant groups. Bangladesh succeeded to a certain extent in taming down them. In 2005, there was a quite a spectacular attack by one of the militant groups, and then government actions somehow tamed it. But in the recent years, we have seen and that is a result of, in certain way, the global impact. We have seen the rise of Islamic State, we have seen the strength of Al-Qaeda. So that is one of the reasons that the Islamist militant group has been gaining grounds, or at least gaining strength. That's number one. But the second factor is that now why they are getting stronger? Because of the political instability. Over the last couple of years, since 2010 particularly, what we have seen in the mainstream politics, there is acrimonious relationship between these two major political parties, political instability, and a very flawed election in 2014. Not to mention violence, political violence leading to that election in late 2013, and then again at the beginning of 2015. All these things created a situation, an environment within which this kind of militant groups can actually operate. When you do not have rule of law, that gives an opportunity for this kind of groups to operate, and that is the advantage they are taking. The third factor, I would say, is sort of impunity that they enjoy, in the sense that since 2013, for example, we have seen at least 4 high-profile cases where bloggers have been killed. Unfortunately, nobody was tried for this kind of actions. Now, if this kind of impunity they enjoy, if the government fails to apprehend them, if the government fails to try them, that encourages other smaller groups and individuals to act. So again, my point is that, of course, within the society, we have seen these militant groups gaining strength. And one other factor you can add to that is this extremism, meaning, I would say, intolerance to a great extent. Bangladeshi society used to be very tolerant, very syncretic. And now, over time, and particularly in recent years, at least I feel that intolerance has become a hallmark of Bangladeshi society, a very unfortunate one. Unless there is an inclusive political order, unless there is a situation where all political parties adhere to the norms of democracy, unless the violence is shunned by all political parties as well as state, we cannot expect that the situation would get better, unfortunately.